All right, let's see here. That should have our engine brake set up to... There we go. We should have it set up now. If I turn that little knob to the left, it decreases it. Turn it to the right, it increases it. Whoop, there we go. Let's not run this red light. Is this one we came through before? I think, yep, see, Idaho's finest right out there. They're everywhere. He even flashed his lights rather than give me a ticket. That was nice of him. I'm about to cross Idaho Avenue. That was nice of him that he didn't give me a ticket. He just flashed his light and say, "Hey, dummy, you must be a cog binder. Restaurant and cocktail lounge." I think we came through this road before and talked about how glad we were we weren't hauling no big old heavy trailer with all these cars parked on the side of the road like this. Cause we'd need just passing that yoga studio, we'd probably need to know some yoga to be able to flex it through all those little cars. We got us a turn coming up. So let's remember, judging by that Mexican restaurant, get some tacos.
Yards, turn left.
All right, now that road off to the right,
left.
That's the one we would have been taking coming back from Lewiston just now. We would have been coming down that way. So we don't need no fuel, nothing. Don't need to come up there and grab it. Clear? Yep, we cleared it nicely. Very good. Let's get our mirror set back where we want, viewpoint set back where we want it. Oh, here's that sharp darn turn coming out of town too. We hit this sharp darn turn coming into town. Now, I think the next, I was gonna say the next one would be Boise, but we got that other detour we're making past NAMDA, aren't we? Not to be confused with NAMBLA. Don't ever confuse NAMDA and NAMBLA. Two very different things. All right. Now, I think I'm going to keep going until we get to detour or something. We've still got over half a tank of fuel. I'm going to do something really stupid and look down. Do something really stupid and look down at my keyboard just then. Yep, we ain't no need of sleep right now. So probably the next fuel stop we get to, we'll pull in and we'll get some more diesel. Don't you flash your lights at me. I'm gonna say, don't you dare flash your lights at me. I cut my brights off long before you got in my range. So we'll stop at the next fuel station, get us some more diesel put in here. And that would be a good spot. Here we go. There we go. See, they've got that low grade coming up. Watch for rocks. Trucks 35 miles an hour. Okay, this ain't too bad of a grade so far. Now it was telling us 35 for trucks, and now it's telling us 65 for trucks. That wasn't a very long grade if it was anything. It seems can't make up its mind, other than the fact that it knows it wants to snake around all the time. Why does it keep saying 35, but it keeps saying 65 there on the right? Y'all notice that? This is part where they're saying the truck speed's 35, but the speed they're giving us on the GPS there is 65. Yeah, I'm glad we used our Jake brake there to get that speed down, because I don't think our regular brakes would have done it fast enough. It's nice to have that engine brake. Whitebird Creek. Whew, alrighty. Alright, I was having to do some concentrating there. I was having to use both hands. Like I said, I got my Jake brake set up on the dial there, the dial on my steering wheel. So I turned it to the right and it increases the brake. But then I have to turn it back to the left to get the brake decreased, get the brake turned off. It ain't just a toggle no more. Whoops, I was thinking that road sign way up yonder was like somebody's headlight. That's something I missed. That's something I need to put back in. I need to put old Jazzy Cat's car pack back in. That'll be one of the first things I do as soon as we get all this done. And I know that ain't going to mess with vanilla. I'm gonna leave vanilla in until we got the vent out of the way. But as soon as the vent's out of the way, I'll put the Jazzy Cats, because I miss motorcycles. Ever since I took the vehicle pack out, we don't ever see no motorcycles no more. That's what I thought was coming up. I saw that road sign way up ahead of us and went, huh, that must be a motorcycle coming up. If it would have been, it'd be like we talked about before. If we saw a motorcycle with the vanilla cars put in here, that'd be one of those situations where you go, uh-huh. We talked about those long, lonely highways out here when it's just you, yourself, and the ghost hitchhiker on the side of the road. We would have had, driving along, seeing a motorcycle on this road would have been like being in Minecraft and seeing Herobrine off on the distance, or worse, seeing Herobrine off at the end of the tunnel, the mine tunnel that you just dug, and you got to go past him to get out. That would have been spooky. Having said that, I just gave myself a real good case of goosebumps. Why you shouldn't talk about stuff like Herobrine in your mining tunnels at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can give yourself a good case of the goosebumps. Oh, we're gonna go on the ones the Salmon River. All right, so see, we got that. Remember when we were coming this way, we went in Pacific time. Now we're crossing into Mountain time again. So everybody set your clocks forward an hour. Set all your wristwatches forward an hour, because we just changed time zones. Boy, that was a sharp one. Now that is a weird little pull off to the side there. I'd love to know what that was. Maybe we passed a sign or something that'll tell us what it was. We can take a look at it whenever we unedit it. Hopefully we did, and Red Text can tell us. Although I don't know. He's been kind of snooty about that kind of stuff lately. Here we are at the 45th parallel again. You're halfway between the equator and the pole, right there. One of those things that maybe, just maybe, it's going to give one of them custom map members incentive.
In 200 yards, turn right.
Looks like it said, welcome to New Meadows.
Turn right.
See, you'd think you'd be able to stop at that camera on there. Now, ordinarily, would we be going right here? We'd be going left. Let's take a look here just a second. I'm thinking ordinarily we'd be going to the left, and this right here is where we set the new detours. Is that right? The world map. Yep, see, there's where our detour is. So that's where we came off, and then way down here, there's a rest stop, which we may need to hit, and definitely that little point of interest with the sightseeing thing. So that is probably where this particular episode's gonna end. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna need a nap when we get there either. And I'm glad that we got the bigger fuel tanks, because you got stuff like that where a lot of these scenery towns, that they got a gas station like that, the gas station set up, that's like the only thing you can stop at in the whole town. But this one, you can't even stop at that one. It looks like the economy's got it closed. It'll be daylight again soon anyway. You can see the sky starting to lighten up. Whoops. I know. You're telling me you already had your lights down. I know. It's all right. It's just me being an idiot, brother. It's getting so bright that daylight coming on so quick, it's getting so that you don't really need your brights to see a whole bunch of detail off to the side. Ooh, look at them people there. They're clearing up some logs and stuff over yonder. I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if we'll see some logging stuff whenever we get out there to that scenic site. I'm really curious to see what it is. I'm curious to see all these. Like, I wouldn't have anticipated that one in Sandpoint would have been an overview of the town, you know? That would just never have occurred to me that they'd show off the whole town. It was a good one. It's nice they did, because it's a pretty town. $30, alrighty. Well, we actually at a reasonable point here, and I can turn off my brights too. There's enough sunshine now, enough light in the sky that I can turn my brights off, so I can get both hands on the wheel and not have to keep fooling around with that whole clickety stuff. Get down here. How's our sleeping doing? Yep, that rest stop will be coming up. It'll be just about ready for it. Yeah, I can tell we're going down a grade because we're freewheeling. And all right, we're not doing too bad. We're hanging out right about 35. A bit there, it felt like we were speeding up, but we're actually slowing down just a little bit, aren't we? Got coming up. All right, 50 is what they're saying, huh? All righty, I think we can do it at about 38 then. And if it ain't, we can't do it at 38 or 35. I'm going to write a very stern letter to my congressman about how unfair it is that all the AI traffic can take all these corners at 65, and I can't even do it at 40. Of course, I need to be careful doing it even at that. All right, look out for cows in the road. What sound we coming up on this time? Cambridge. Coming up on Cambridge.
Then turn left. Turn left.
For a university town, I would have thought it'd be a little bit more impressive than this. I thought Cambridge was supposed to be pretty prestigious, and not that there's anything wrong with a little town here. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but it don't look like what I would have thought, a big old important place like Cambridge would look like. Now, can we get ahead of you? It looks like he's actually going to kind of sort of let us get in front of him. Isn't that nice? The AI traffic has definitely gotten a little bit more polite over the last few years. They have definitely gotten so that they let you weave in ahead of them and stuff like that. Alrighty, here we are. We're adding in more roads that we ain't never been on before, so that's good. I'm glad we got to take these detours and all. Now, this is the one we want, isn't it? Now, let's see what this is. We want to sleep here, and we want to see what this little scenery thing is. And it looks like everybody to the behind us is wanting to come in and see what it is, too.
Recalculating route.
Now, I think we get to swing all the way around and come back the other way. Oh, we're going to get to take a look over that valley that I was trying. Look at those people out here early in the morning sitting in these little places, taking looks out across that valley there. Look at there. Enjoying the view. We're going to get to take a look at the view. And we'll get to see what kind of valley, what this valley's called, too. Let's see. Where's our camera? We ain't passed the camera, have we? Nope, there it is, way up yonder. And then we'll pull up and we'll take a nap. Let's swing it wide over here so we can get it out of the way of all these fine people trying to get where they're going. See, there's one of them old-timey trucks and all that I said you don't see quite as much of. Yeah, we definitely need to sleep. So let's put the brake on. Let's turn off our engine and let's see what we're looking at. The Director 310 Midvale Hill Rest Area. So this is Midvale. Alright, this is there we go. I was gonna say, it's like, alrighty. Oh, look at that view out across there. Now that reminds me of some of the shots from Last of the Summer Wine when they'd be up on a hill looking down into the home valley. Looking down into the home valley there. And looking at the town and all down there stretching out in the valley down below them. That looked almost like that. Oh, here we go. Got a brother trucker coming. Let's not pull out in front of him. Well, we will pull out in front of this four-wheeler. We will pull out in front of the four-wheeler, though. And we don't need to activate viewpoint. What we need to activate is our sleeping. So let's come on up here. Let's pull in one of these parking spaces. And let's see if we can take a nap. And then it should be like early mid-afternoon by the time we are through with our nap here. I'll say, give me a sleeping. Give me a sleeping thing. Alright. Let's go there. Turn off the engine. Turn off our lights. Get out, take a look. We actually didn't do that too bad. Alright, from Midvale Hill Rest Area. This is G-Bub saying, I'll see you in the next episode after we've taken a nap. I'll see you then.